Hey guys, it's Phil Sally with Grain Market Update for Friday, March 29th. The big talk today was the 11 a.m. release of the U.S. quarterly stocks and planted acres report. As you can see by the market's reaction, it was a very negative USDA report for corn. That was due to the higher acres projected as well as the higher inventory on the stocks. So first off, we're going to go ahead and jump to the quarterly stocks. Alright, for corn stocks, they came in at 8.6 billion versus the 8.3 average trade guess. Now, granted, this is quite a bit lower than last year's March report. Came in at 8.8 for the corn stocks. On to the beans. Beans came in at 2.7 versus the trade guess of 2.6, which is higher than the trade guess there, and as no surprise to any of us, quite a bit higher than what last year came in at 2.1. Wheat came in the same. Really no big surprise there. So on to the planted acres report here. Corn acres came in at 92.8 million acres versus the 91.3 is the average trade guess. Corn acres were up 1.5 million more than expected, and they're actually up 3.5 million more than last year. I do strongly believe that this is the highest corn acreage number that we are going to see, with these weather models are kind of leaning more toward a wetter spring. I believe that some of these corn acres are going to slowly shift to bean acres here. So bean acres came in at 84.6 versus the trade guess at 86.16. Bean acres are roughly 1.5 million acres less than expected, while still sitting roughly 4.5 million less in 2018. But as I mentioned there before, I do believe we're going to see these bean acres rise as corn acres start to get swapped over to bean acres as we go through the spring here. So moving forward, I do feel that this corn market is at the bottom of its range here. Funds are oversold, and as we're starting to enter the planting season, we know there's going to be some planting scares going out through April here, not to mention how wet it is right now. So as I mentioned before, these corn acres I think are going to start getting moved over to bean acres, and we should see a uptick in the corn price as spring continues on here. So as always, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Thanks.